What's up, everyone? You know who it is. I'm back. It's your boy. If you didn't know, let's chat with Marques Ryman. Today I'm here with Seafloor Cinema. Thanks for coming from Sacramento, guys. Tell us your names.
My name's Doug.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Justin.
And I'm Neil.
So, again, thanks for coming down from Sac. Someone please tell me why the fuck nobody else showed me your guys' music.
Because nobody listens to us.
Nobody else knows about us.
Everyone who listens to us is a hermit.
Damn.
That's not true.
That's not right.
Audience.
Well,
That's target audience, people with agoraphobia.
we actually suck.
Yeah, and dogs. So, show your dogs our music.
Humans actually can't hear it, but there's a range of 20,000 hertz in our music that's really appealing to dogs. It's a whole different song.
We make music for dogs.
We write it twice. We write it once for dogs and once for people.
We're actually the premier binaural beat band for dogs.
That's dope.
Binaural beats.
How would you honestly describe your sound?
Binaural beats for dogs.
Emo, math rock.
What do the words emo and math rock mean to you?
Neil, take this one.
Emo, math rock. Just sad stuff, dude.
Just
Yeah.
sad stuff?
Yeah, I cry.
And beans.
Yeah, and beans.
Any music can be emo as long as it's depressing enough.
Okay.
But not rap. I'm kidding. Some have made the argument, but they're wrong. Yeah, any music.
Emo rap is out there. That's a thing.
That's true.
All right. So tell me a little bit about the name Seafloor Cinema. What inspired that?
Yeah. Well, Jesus. When I was 17, I was starting a band with some dudes on Facebook, and we never met up. And we made a Facebook poll asking all of our friends what the name should be. And there were two names, and one of them wasn't very good, and the other one was the Seafloor Cinema. And for some reason, they voted for the other name, and I don't know why. And then my Facebook memories 3 years ago, it came up, and the poll came up, and it said the Seafloor Cinema. So essentially, I stole the name from myself.
That's
3 years in the past.
Best way to do it. So you guys have 2 singles and 2 EPs out. In 2017, you put out your first single. Well, actually, it was a double. It was basically 2 songs. I've never seen anybody else do that. Can you tell me why you decided to go that move?
A double single split.
Yeah.
So I wanted to record my own music just by myself, and I didn't have enough money to record all the songs I wanted, so I talked to my friend Nick, who later featured on one of the songs, and he was in the split, and I asked him if he wanted to record the songs and split the cost with me, and we would record the same guy, and we did, and the dumbass really did it. And we recorded 4 songs together, 2 of mine, 2 of his, and then we released it together, and that was the split.
That's a good way to manage all of your recording resources, I think.
Yeah.
Tip for people, starting out there. Try and link up with other bands to record. I just wanted to say shout out to your whole naming thing, because I'm on board with it. Your most recent project that you put out is called If You Were a Robot,
You tell me, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's a SpongeBob reference, I guess, technically. Yeah, that's on.
Yeah.
It says, Gary,
I love
if you were a robot,
SpongeBob.
you tell me, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, that was a really good name.
Yeah, we steal a lot of our names from different. What is if there were 500 channels there?
In the future, there'll be 500 channels, but nothing to watch. Is our
That's-
next single coming out
Yeah.
soon?
That one's
Someday.
a fairly
Fairly
obvious.
Odd Parents, right?
Yeah.
I like it.
Terrible future.
Can you tell me a little bit about the journey from your first double to If You Were a Robot, You Tell Me?
Oh yeah. So, geez, it's the whole thing, huh?
Yeah.
So I recorded the music, then I released it, and I made a playthrough video and everything, and that was really cool. And then I was looking for band members to actually finish, play shows and stuff, because it wasn't supposed to be like this, but it kind of took off way too fast, and I was like, I got to ride this wave forever and completely ruin it. So I got Neil to drum for me, and he was in another band that I was in, and then I got Justin to play bass for me, and then we got another guy to play guitar. His name is Nick. He doesn't really play with us anymore.
Yeah, so I learned some interesting things. You guys met on Craigslist.
Yeah, okay, so I met another guy named Anthony, who is not this Anthony, on Craigslist when I was 16 years old. and we were gonna start a band, and he brought this guy to drum for him, and we spoke like 2 sentences to each other in our entire lives for like 3 years, and then a long time later, I was like, "Hey man, drum for my band," and then he did. And that wasn't this band; it was a different band that he was in, and he played bass. And then
And scrammed.
he screamed too. Yeah.
Scream.
I was the screamo.
And then once I got tired of those guys, I started this band, and then I said, "Hey Neil, drum for me," and he was like, "Yeah, dude, sure, whatever." And
That's what happened.
yeah, and then so Justin was playing bass, and we had another guy playing guitar, and Justin didn't tell us that he could sing.
Okay.
And he was like, "Yeah, I sing sometimes, whatever."
I was trying not to sing.
He was trying not to
and
sing, and then he got roped into it way too fast.
He just bullied me into doing it.
like, "Dude, you're really
He's like,
fucking
all right,
good."
just okay, like write some vocals to it. We'll get other people to do it. And then he's like, oh, well, you wrote vocals for like 3 songs, 3 out of the 4 songs. Just record them. And I'm like, okay. And then somehow I became the singer.
And then we sold out.
Yeah.
And then we sold out. Yeah.
How'd you sell out?
You stop being math once you add vocals to your songs. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah. I was gonna say, well, we sold like 90 tickets one time.
Hard flex.
That's definitely a flex.
Yeah.
Some of you guys are from homeschooling, huh?
Dude. Were you homeschooled?
Wait, yeah.
We all 4 of us were homeschooled.
Neil, when
at
were
one
you
point.
homeschooled? I didn't know this.
We don't talk.
The
So.
other half of my high school. Oh my god,
Wait,
guys!
what?
I told you guys this.
What years were you homeschooled?
Oh shit!
Like senior and junior year?
It was junior and senior. Yeah.
Yo. What were years were you homeschooled, Doug?
9 to 11.
I was just junior year.
I'm sorry, I blinked out there for a minute. I was just like so taken back because this is actually the first time I've ever heard Neil talk. Like,
What the fuck?
he's the drummer. So
He doesn't say
yeah,
anything.
all 4 years of high school.
This
Was
is
that
a
the
running
question?
meme.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
question. Yeah.
Still.
So we were
blown
all
away.
4 of us were homeschooled. Now we're all socially stunted because of it.
We
What's
don't
it
even
like
make eye contact.
transferring from that homeschooling environment to the local music scene?
It's hard. It's so hard because I don't know how to talk to anybody.
I mean, when you were homeschooled, it was just like, oh yeah, go home and play guitar a little bit more than you would normally.
Mhm.
So it's just like it didn't affect me at all.
So you're saying it gave you time to like really get good at what you love to do, and maybe the social aspect maybe wasn't as developed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually true because when I was homeschooled from 9th to 12th grade, everyone else was going to school all the time, and I was like, I don't even go to school. My life's like already started. This is what it's like after school, except I go to school 1 day a week, for
Okay.
an hour. So
Okay. All right, so I wanted to say, yo, shout out vegetarian gang. You know what I mean?
Veggie gang.
Yo, I've been a vegetarian all my life. How about you?
All of my second life.
Ooh, that's real right there.
whoa.
Yeah, and my past life.
Ooh.
But
What were you in a past life?
a fucking M1 Garand, dude. I was killing Nazis as a baby.
What life are you on now?
What?
What life are you on now?
7. I'm one unlucky cat, but I'm still cool.
That's a good life going on right there.
Cut.
Would you guys consider yourselves like a Bay Area band?
If
More
we
like
really
a Bay
stretched it,
Area.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
once we're like 20 years down the line, we can tell people we were a Bay Area band, but for now we're Sacramento.
Yeah, I don't know. Papa Roach was like from Folsom, and they're like, yeah, we're from Sac. I mean, we're from Bay Area.
Okay.
What is
When did they say
Deftones?
that?
Deftones is actually
Deftones
like
doesn't exist.
So as long as you get to a certain point, that's when you can consider yourself
You're
as
regional. I know a couple of Modesto
Yeah.
bands who claim to be Bay Area, but they're not.
well, yeah. I feel like that's
no
close
hate
enough.
on Modesto,
We're
but
Sac.
like hate on Modesto.
No hate, but hate, 100%.
I mean, really, like those two are the only people who live in Sac.
Yeah.
I live like almost an hour outside of Sac, so and
Up-
then he lives
Out in the
Rock Road.
boonies or
It's
what?
the same
yeah,
thing,
like
dude.
up,
Yeah.
like towards Placerville.
Oh man, no man, it gets crazy out there.
Oh yeah.
Just wanted to say, yo, back to the music on Super Heavy Samurai. Now, I think you guys have like a collaborative process, but I want to first ask about the song, where you have that little voiceover.
The spoken word part, yeah.
That shit,
yeah.
that shit's like interesting, but also like it touches a part of my spirit.
Oh,
man.
dude.
Oh,
Like,
good.
can you
Was
just-
that Nick?
Can you just
That was
like
Nick.
explain to me what's going on with that?
Yeah, so the way I work for my job, I drive to different places and fix computers. And there was like a 4-hour gap where I was supposed to sit in my car and do nothing. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna finish that spoken word part. So I just wrote it all down on my phone real fast and then sent it to them. And they were like, dude, that's so good. You got to do it. Then we were gonna record it, and then I was like, oh, my voice sucks. I don't want to do that. So we had Nick, the guy I recorded with, the Split EP thing, and he voiced it over with my lyrics. And,
okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really nice. What about the part where you're talking about you knew that the relationship was going to be over before you got in there?
Whoa.
Was that in the spoken
Doug,
word
I
part?
think
Yeah,
those
that's
are like
the
some of
spoken
the
word
only lyrics you really
Yeah,
really
I
wrote.
only wrote those, and I guess for the best part of the song.
Damn.
No, yeah, I guess it's just about like when you're dating somebody and you know it's probably not gonna work out. I guess you kind of always do because it's like 99% of relationships end, probably, and half of all marriages don't get married.
It's just
Half
like
of all
Half
marriages
of all
don't-
marriages
like-
don't get married.
knowing it's over, but not
that's
wanting
not how
to.
it
Yeah, not
works,
wanting to
yeah.
admit it. Like I guess people kind of like force things when they think you found something good, and then you keep going with it because you're like, it's like the best I could find, and you think it's good, but you don't know that it's actually probably not the best for you, Yeah,
All right.
hitting that truth.
You've been together so long, it's hard to feel like normal isn't.
Yeah, if you don't
Bad.
respect yourself, and when anybody respects you even a little bit, it makes it feel like it's probably right, but not
I
always.
really do be like that sometimes. So.
really do.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the writing process that you guys do?
Sometimes I just go, and then he'll start writing lyrics over it.
You're out of the vegetarian club now.
So usually we write everything in a very short time frame. The last album we did, we wrote basically the entire thing in like 2 weeks.
Okay.
We basically just all skeleton it out, and then we went up to like just out in the middle of nowhere in the woods, and
In a cabin.
yeah,
In a cabin.
us three just like wrote really hard the entire week, and it was a good time. And yeah, we basically just finished the entire song, like all of the songs in 2
Every
weeks.
song. I think I wrote the guitar and drums for every song in like 4 hours each for every song. And I can't like add to songs after I take a break. I have to just go through the whole thing, I have to jump through all of it. And then Justin writes all the vocals, and then Anthony now writes lyrics and stuff. When we recorded the last album,
I wrote something in the studio. I
Yeah.
was living in SoCal. I moved back and was back for like 6 hours, and then we were like, okay, we're going to Minnesota.
and wrote everything on the car ride to Minnesota.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
just
a-
have lyrics on tap all the time. So.
Yeah, a lot of the studio vocals were almost improv or just like the first take I'd ever sung kind of thing.
Damn.
So
Yeah, he would sing it, and then Anthony's like, no, not that way. Do it this way. And then he'd do it one more time. He's like, all right, that's sick. Let's keep it.
That's what's up. Keep it free flowing.
The song Soledad that we played today, that one was completely made like the day before.
oh yeah,
I mean,
That was the only song we
lyrics,
didn't
but-
have finished, and they collaborated like in the basement of the studio for like 12 hours straight.
Became like one of the best songs. IMO.
yeah,
on
and
this
the
album.
producer helped us a lot. Greg, shouts outs to Greg.
Yeah,
there.
Greg.
He
Greg is
helped us a
awesome.
lot
Greg.
with the writing and the
At the
structuring of
Warming
the song.
House.
Okay.
In Minnesota.
Are you guys all musically literate?
Not at all.
Illiterate.
No.
Illiterate.
Sort of.
Did you say words?
We
He's
all
the best. I suck. He sucks. He sucks.
we all know
You
what
suck.
we're doing for what we need to do.
Okay.
So there's never a time where we're like, oh, I'm gonna write the sheet music to this because
Yeah.
we just don't do that. So
The first 2 songs I wrote, I had in Guitar Pro, so I
We do
tapped
Guitar
those
Pro.
out first,
Yeah.
but we don't do that anymore.
All right, that's all I got for everyone today. This has been Let's Chat with yours truly. Shouts out Paper House Records. You know where to find us. That's all, folks. Peace.